Hello, my name is George, and I'm 83 years old. But if you met me today, you might think I'm much younger. I don't say this to brag. I say it because I've found a few small habits that truly change my life. I feel stronger, more alive, and happier than I did in my 50s. And it all started with simple 3-minute habits I added to my mornings and evenings. I was tired of feeling tired. Like many people my age, I had pain in my knees, trouble sleeping, and low energy. I thought this was just how aging worked. But one day, I read something that changed my thinking. It said, aging is natural, but suffering isn't. That stuck with me. So I made a decision. I would take small steps every day to feel better. I wasn't trying to turn back the clock. I just wanted to enjoy life again. Let me tell you exactly what I started doing. None of these take more than 3 minutes, and they have made a world of difference in my energy, sleep, and mood. Morning breathing habit. Every morning, before I even get out of bed, I take 3 minutes to breathe deeply. I sit up slowly, close my eyes, and inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. I repeat this until the 3 minutes are up. This helps me start my day with calm and focus. It clears my mind and gives me energy. It also helped lower my blood pressure. Cold water splash. After breathing, I go to the bathroom and splash cold water on my face 7 to 10 times. This wakes up my brain and body. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. I feel more alert, and it lifts my mood almost instantly. Simple joint movement. Next, I do light joint rotations. I roll my shoulders, wrists, ankles, and neck, each for just about 30 seconds. These small movements help my joints stay flexible. My knees used to hurt all the time. Now they feel much better. This only takes 3 minutes, but it sets my body in motion. Gratitude moment. I sit in a chair, close my eyes again, and think of 3 things I'm grateful for. They can be as simple as a cup of tea or a phone call with my grandson. This helps me start the day with a good heart. My mood has improved since I started this. Evening leg raise. At night before bed, I lie on my back and gently lift my legs up and down for 3 minutes, slowly and calmly. This helps my circulation and eases swelling in my feet. It also helps me sleep better. Foot massage with a ball. I take a small rubber ball and roll it under my feet for about 3 minutes. It's like waking up all the nerves of my body. This habit has improved my balance and reduced foot pain. Smile practice. Yes, this sounds silly, but each night I look in the mirror and smile at myself for a full 3 minutes. I used to feel awkward doing this, but now I enjoy it. It reminds me to be kind to myself, and it lifts my spirits. These are the 7 3-minute habits I started with. That's just 21 minutes a day, and it's not even all at once. Some in the morning, some at night. The changes I felt in a few weeks were surprising. My energy came back. I started walking more. My sleep improved. My pain lessened. I felt more positive, more alive. Other people began to notice. Friends asked me, "What are you doing? You seem younger." I told them. Many of them tried it too, and they also began to feel better. The secret is not doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up every day for just a few minutes. These habits are simple, but they are powerful when done regularly. As I saw more benefits, I added a few more small habits. Light sunlight exposure. Each morning, I step outside for 3 minutes to get sunlight on my face. This helps set my body clock and boost vitamin D. Gentle neck stretch. I tilt my head side to side, forward and backward very gently. It keeps my neck from feeling stiff. 3-minute cleanup. I spend just 3 minutes tidying up a space. This gives me a sense of order and calm. Over time, I made these a part of my life, and they don't feel like a chore. They feel like a gift I give myself. I'm not a doctor or scientist. I'm just a man who wanted to feel better. And I did. These habits change how I feel each day. They gave me back a sense of control, joy, and strength. If you're reading this and thinking, can it really be that simple? I understand. I was doubtful too, but I gave it a try just for a week, and the results kept me going. The best part? Anyone can do these. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a gym. You don't need to be perfect. You just need 3 minutes and the will to feel better. Let me leave you with this. You are never too old to start something new. You are never too old to feel better. Your body listens to what you do every day. So speak to it kindly with small acts of care. At 83, I feel full of life, and I hope you do too. Now, take a deep breath, smile, and start with just one 3-minute habit today. It could change everything. As the days passed, I started noticing something deeper than just physical improvements. My mind felt clearer. I became more patient, more focused. I began reading books again, something I hadn't done in years because I couldn't concentrate for long. With my mind more at ease and my body more comfortable, I could sit and enjoy things I had once loved. I also noticed a change in how I interacted with others. I used to feel invisible, like the world had passed me by, but these habits gave me confidence again. I smiled more. I made more eye contact. I began volunteering at a local garden group. Even if I was just helping pull weeds or planting flowers, I felt like I was part of something. It gave me purpose. Let's talk a bit more about how each habit works inside the body. The breathing habit is powerful because deep breathing calms the nervous system. It shifts the body out of stress mode and into rest mode. Many of us live with constant tension. Our muscles stay tight, our heart races, and we don't even notice. Deep breathing tells the body, you're safe. You can relax. Cold water on the face isn't just refreshing. It activates the vagus nerve, which is key to calming the body and improving digestion. That little splash is like flipping a switch in the brain. Joint movement, even gentle, helps with synovial fluid flow, the lubrication between your joints. It prevents stiffness and helps you stay mobile. And movement also signals your brain that you're still active, still here, still living. Gratitude changes your brain over time. Even a small moment of thankfulness can shift your focus away from fear or regret. It trains your brain to look for good things. That simple shift can brighten your entire day. Leg raises aren't just for circulation. They help drain fluid from the lower legs, especially helpful for those of us who sit or lie down a lot. They also strengthen the core muscles gently, which improves balance. Foot massage might seem too small to matter, but our feet are packed with nerve endings. Massaging them sends signals to the brain that boost awareness, relieve tension, and improve stability. Smiling at yourself helps rewire your inner voice. Many of us have spent years being harsh on ourselves. That small moment of kindness in the mirror can begin to undo years of negative self-talk. I want you to understand that all of this works because it's consistent and kind. I didn't need a perfect body. I needed a body I could trust again. And through these little acts of care, I rebuilt that trust. One of the biggest things that surprised me was how quickly my sleep improved. I used to lie awake for hours. But after a few weeks of doing the evening habits, especially leg raises, breathing, and the foot massage, I started falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. It was like my body finally felt safe enough to rest. Sleep is so important as we age. It's when the body heals, the brain resets, and energy is restored. Once I started sleeping better, everything else got easier. I also started walking more. At first, it was just to the mailbox, then to the end of the street, then around the block. I didn't push myself too hard. I just made it part of my day, like the habits. Walking became something I looked forward to. It gave me space to think, to breathe, to notice the flowers blooming or the birds singing. That's another thing these habits gave me, a deeper sense of appreciation. When your mind is calmer, you notice more. You begin to enjoy the little things again. A warm cup of coffee, a neighbor waving, the sound of the rain. My days became richer, not because they were packed full of events, but because I was more present in them. Life slowed down in a good way. I want to keep going. I want to share more about how you can build your own simple routine one step at a time without feeling overwhelmed. Let's begin with this idea. You don't need to do all the habits at once. Start with one. Pick the one that feels easiest to you. Maybe it's the breathing. Maybe the cold water splash. Do just that for 1 week. Then add another. Bit by bit, you'll build a routine that feels natural. You'll forget sometimes. That's okay. Just come back the next day. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. And with each small step, your body and mind will thank you. You are building a new foundation, a more joyful way of aging. One that's not about fighting time, but about working with it. I'll continue to share what worked for me and how you can shape it to your own life. Let's now look at how you can shape your environment to support your habits. Start by making the process easy. Keep a small ball near your favorite chair for the foot massage. Set a reminder on your phone for your gratitude time. Place a Post-it note on your bathroom mirror that says, "Smile." Design your space to support you. This is especially important as we age. Our memory may fade a little. We may get distracted, but if our space gently reminds us, it becomes easier to stick with it. You don't need to rely on motivation every day. You need a system that helps you do the right thing without effort. Over time, these little cues and routines become automatic. That's when the magic happens. You stop thinking about whether you'll do the habit. You just do it. And your body thanks you with better sleep, clearer thinking, less pain, and more joy. You begin to look forward to these moments. They're no longer tasks. They're part of your rhythm, your breath, your life. If I can do this at 83, so can you. Start with 1 3-minute habit today. Then build from there. You're not just adding minutes to your day. You're adding life to your years. And that, my friend, is a beautiful thing. Final thought. As I look back on the past few years, I realized something important. These 3-minute habits didn't just improve my health. They changed my relationship with aging. What once felt like a slow decline has become a new chapter filled with energy, connection, and purpose. Aging isn't something to fear. It's something to navigate gently and wisely. We may not have control over every part of the journey, but we do have the power to choose how we care for ourselves along the way. I'm not trying to live forever. I'm trying to live well today and every day I'm given. These small habits are my way of honoring this life, this body, this moment. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need to do everything at once. Just begin. 3 minutes can shift your day. Enough of those days can shift your life. I'm 83 years old. I've seen a lot, learned a lot, and made plenty of mistakes. But one of the best things I ever did for myself was to believe that change was still possible no matter my age. And now, I pass that belief on to you. Be gentle. Be patient. Be consistent. Your best days might still be ahead. And it all starts with 3 simple minutes.